It's a beautiful Sunday, so why not change some oil, you feel me? Today I'm going to be changing the oil on my girlfriend's 1999 Toyota Rav4. Let's get into it. So right here, I'm not trying to stop the oil. I'm trying to pull off the ring, and y'all can see it clearly. I can't see it. I just see a little bit of green, so I'm confused. I'm looking in, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm looking at, because it just feels like an extension to the oil pan. I didn't know that was the actual ring I'm looking at. So eventually, I just asked for a screwdriver, and I take it off, and you're gonna see how it looks and why it wouldn't come off with me pulling it. What the? I don't know what the kind of washer. Focus. 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 I don't know what kind of washer this is supposed to be, bro, but that's stuck. Like, this shit feel like a... Bro. So safe to say I won't be able to use this washer. We don't have any. Those are the... We might have to go to Advance, y'all. Went and got new washers. You feel me? Now let's go finish up. So I already drained the oil. As y'all saw, that drain plug was just not a drain plug, but the washer was disgusting. We went to Advance, go grab another one. That one's already installed. I already torqued all that down there. So now I can see if I can take off that with the whole hand. Drop a prediction down in the comments if you think I'll be able to do it or not. I don't know. Might have. So it's a different day now. Had to go get one of these. This wouldn't fit on that shit. So had to go borrow some grip pliers from my homeboy. And yeah, we got them loose now. Now I gotta try not to spill oil everywhere. Old filter. And it looks like the gasket came off with it. Yeah. So now we're just gonna wipe off that surface down there, and then gonna put oil on the new ring on the filter. Y'all gonna see in a bit. We'll be back so you can see. Yeah. We cleaned off that surface. This is a new filter. You're supposed to put oil on the rubber housing around it. This looks like it has oil on it already, but I don't know what kind of oil it is, so I'm just gonna remove that very carefully. I don't know if that's machine oil or engine oil. So yeah, remove that. Come down here. I got my 5W30 oil. You feel me? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it, get some oil in the some oil in the cap. And then, I wish I had better gloves for this. Then, you just take your oil and you put it around this seal to get it pre-lubricated. Some people just pour it on there. It's up to you, I guess. Whatever your preference is. Going to screw this down until you feel the rubber ring on there make contact with the y'all know what I'm talking about, the metal surface. And then once you feel that first little bit of resistance, this is a trick I've learned. So you want to get a marker, whatever you can see, and you're going to make a mark at the 12 o'clock position. And you make that mark because when you tighten this filter down, you need it to be at the 3 o'clock position when you tighten it. So that mark should be more in line with this bolt right here. It should be like, you know, 3 o'clock. So yeah, we're gonna hand tighten this as far down as we can, and then tighten it the rest of the way with, you feel me? And then gonna fill this bad boy back up with oil, and yeah, I'll be amazed. That's the 3 o'clock version. Yeah. Twisting it on and you feel that rubber meet the metal surface and you feel that first resistance. Make the mark at the 12 o'clock. Twist it as far as you can, as far as you possibly can with your hand. And then get a tool, whatever you got to use, and twist it until it's in the 3 o'clock position. And then you're good to start filling your car up with oil. I think it was 4.3, 4.1. Take forever. I got a small funnel. That's how much oil we're at right now. That's what we're trying to get to. We'll see y'all after that. A couple more seconds worth of a pour. So we added all of our oil. Let's check the dipstick. Dipstick. Do I need to get in the light?
You're in the light.
All right. So now we're gonna turn the car on, and while it's running, I gotta get back up under there, make sure there's no leaks. And then I gotta look at this oil filter and make sure that's connected as well. So yeah, let's start it. And so when you start your car, as always, your oil light is gonna come on and then it goes off. It should do the same after your oil change as well. It should come on for a little bit and then it should go off. In mine, ours did that. So once you make sure all that is good, then you want to take your car on a drive. come back home, let it cool down, check your dipstick, check your oil filter, check all that stuff you touch, make sure there's no drips, leaks, you know, and then yeah, you should be good. Thank you for watching my video.